Adobe Radio. The future of alternative.
Greetings, Mood Killers. It's Eddie and Marconi with you. It is that time of year. Commencement speeches are happening. Congrats to all of the grads out there. I don't know about you, Marconi. By the way, I'm Eddie, and there's Belonius Francine over there.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about you, but I find commencement speeches to be really annoying, and they are kind of self-important, and they all say the same thing over and over again. A lot of times they'll card out Oprah once a year. She'll do a commencement speech, or they'll bring out Tom Hanks, or they'll dust off someone else that you haven't seen in a while.
I wish they would bring out Alexis Bledel, who played Rory Gilmore on the Gilmore Girls, because her commencement speeches were always fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to see some people that you don't normally see, but I did. And I usually don't like these commencement speeches, but I think that Harrison Ford had a great commencement speech.
Oh, I saw some of this, and I don't remember exactly what I saw, but there was some yelling, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. They dusted him off and put him up on that podium.
Yeah.
Shined him up.
A podium is perfect for someone who may or may not be able to walk a lot, because you can just grip onto it like it's your walker,
Yeah, exactly. So they put him up there, and he was angry. But, he actually seemed to take this moment very seriously during his opportunity to give a commencement speech. And he really got into it. He was passionate, and he had a good message. Here's a bit of his speech.
Humanity is a part of nature, not above it. We have an essential mandate to protect 30% of the world's land and sea by 2030, to prevent the mass extinction, slow the warming of our planet. Still, despite new science, new policies, we are still losing nature to profiteering, corruption, conflict, including land that is already protected on paper. These efforts matter.
Yeah, so he goes on, And
I like that beginning. There's it sounds like he's half drunk, and then he rolls his R in a place where it wouldn't normally be rolled at the very beginning.
Yeah, it seems like every word coming out of his mouth is a struggle. His mouth is I don't know. It just seems like his mouth is 80% shut while he's trying to speak.
I think it's because he probably doesn't talk a lot when he's not in a performance mode.
He doesn't, because I've seen, they'll send 60 Minutes or CBS Sunday Morning to go hang out with him at his house or something, and you get to see the personal side of Harrison Ford.
Do they do that shot where they walk? They walk and they show his lawn.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And then, in his personal life, it's just a series of grunts and groans. He's like, the guy's kind of a weird guy, but very cool at the same time.
Yeah, I like him. But yeah,
I have no problem with him.
He seems like a grump. He's always, even in his younger days, he seemed like a grumpy guy.
Yeah, he was a grumpy old man when he was 30 on the set of Star Wars.
Imagine how old is he? He's 80 something now or something, right? It's 70, 80?
Something like that, yeah. How old is he? I'm going to look that up real quick. 83.
How many summers does he have left?
How many good summers?
That's our running joke. Yeah. Eddie and I are always like, oh, yeah, we're going to do this. He goes, yeah, just count the days. Count how many summers do you actually have left? And it's true.
How many good summers do we actually have? So we like to enjoy our summers by...
oh, my gosh.
Yeah. By taking a little... we're between seasons, let's just say.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's good to rejuice.
It's a good opportunity for the listeners to catch up on any episodes they may have missed. So
missed. That's a strong word. Missed.
Yeah. But here's a little bit more of Mr. Harrison Ford. I think he's yelling in this clip here.
Get off my lawn!
Yeah.
We need to extend social justice.
Social
We need to respect and elevate the indigenous peoples that are being marginalized and in many cases killed in cold blood.
Save it for your Oscar speech.
Nobody's right. I mean, everything he's saying is right, but it's kind of weird too. Like, yeah, everyone there is in agreement, and so are we. But at the same time, like, it is hard to decide. Like, nowadays, it's hard not to use a moment to point out what the absurdities that are going on in the world, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And people will be like, now's not the time. It's never the time for polite people. They don't want you to rock the boat in any way or say a thing anytime. But things keep happening and they keep piling up. So they've gotta be let out or we'll implode.
Use the platform. You know, he's right there. He's smart enough to know that not only is it the group of students in front of him, but the entire world watches these commencement speeches now.
I mean, here we are. We weren't there. It was captured on the internet.
I thought that we should have a commencement speech for the grads.
Of course we should.
Should we have a commencement speech for them? I don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you have any words of wisdom for the class of 26?
Well, I say you're probably doing too much.
Yeah.
If you get a job that's only 4 days a week, don't let them make you work extra hard on 2 different days to make up for that 1 day off. It's a day off.
Right.
So take it off and don't expect your pay docked and live your life and go out and do fun stuff, because how many summers do we really have left? Thank you.
Yeah. Class of 26.
Yeah.
Eddie,
you've got echo. I like that.
Yeah, I'm on the podium.
Oh, you? Yeah. I was
just.
I was just standing here on the side, waiting for you.
Class of 26. That's right. Get ready to join the workforce, where you will be underpaid by corporate America as they make record profits. You'll be making, if you're lucky, $60,000 a year. That's right. Don't expect a raise at the place where you work. You're going to have to quit that job and then go to the next job and hope that they pay you a little bit more. And then do that over and over again until you're getting paid just below what you deserve. Because that's all you're ever going to get in America. Just below what you actually deserve. Have fun out there.
Yeah.
You did it. You did it to yourselves, though, Gen Z. We saw how you voted. Now you inherited this mess.
Oh.
Have fun.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah.
And as Eddie steps off
let me get off that podium.
I believe.
Yeah. 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 Well,
ma'am, don't throw your bloomers at him.
Congratulations, class of 26. This is a terrible time to be entering adulthood. Have fun.
It really is. It really is.
And all of you crazy people out there who are having children, stop that. This is not the world we need to bring anybody else into.
That's right. I mean, you know, according to Dr. Oz, he says.
So let me speak a little bit about the reality that 1 in 3 Americans are underbabied.
Are you underbabied, Eddie?
Underbabied.
Yeah.
Well, they're trying to get people to have more kids. That's what they're doing.
So for what? So they can have more people in the workforce to serve the billionaires.
I guess. You know,
I mean,
people would have more kids if they made it affordable, or if people were getting paid more, if you could have like one income and live off of that for a family.
We can barely afford to like walk outside because we don't have health care. We might get, knocked down by something and not be able to afford to get the right care.
As soon as I walk outside, there's a subscription fee for every step I take.
That's right. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's crazy.
I can't wait to pay more stuff and get paid the same.
Yeah. What is this world? I'm glad that Harrison Ford is upset.
Yeah.
There's more.
At least he's figured it out.
Yeah. Well, go watch that Harrison Ford commencement speech, because he does get quite impassioned and he says a lot of good things to say. I think it was a good
Does his forehead get veiny?
Yes, and his face gets red. It's great.
Well, it looks like he may drop dead, but he doesn't. And that's always good.
Absolutely.
Eddie, I was scolded on the streets of Chicago the other day when I was capturing what I felt was gold. I sent you this video.
Yeah.
And I thought it was gold as I was capturing it. And I might think better of it now. But what I was on the sidewalk at the end of my walk. I was close to home, and I saw like an older guy on a motorized, like one of those rascal scooters that you see some people in the grocery store and they have like one of those scooter deals.
Yeah.
It looked like that, but it was in the middle of the road. And I thought, whoa, you don't see that all the time. It's especially
it's like going down a busy street.
Yeah, in downtown
like he was
Chicago.
Like merging into traffic, trying to take the turn lane.
Yeah. So I, just stopped and started to capture it. And I was slowly zooming in and zooming out. And like 40 seconds into that, I get scolded by a young dad he had a stroller and a toddler in tow. And he was not happy with me.
It's kind of rude to stand in the middle of the sidewalk, just so you know.
That's him.
It's kind of rude to stand in the middle of the sidewalk, just so you know.
It's kind of rude to stand in the middle of the sidewalk, just so you know.
And by the way, I haven't been out that much trying to do walks or anything until this actual day. Yeah. It was Mother's Day. I was out. I was
right.
The weather was nice.
It was like a single father and his child. And where's the mom?
Like Mother's Day, maybe she's at home, having some solitude. You know what I mean?
I don't know. He seems like a real pleasure to be around. Maybe she bounced.
Kind of rude to stand in the middle of the sidewalk, just so you know.
And I'm not saying he's wrong. I just didn't appreciate as a grown man being scolded by another person. Like I'm not what you do in Chicago. You know what you do? You think those thoughts in your head and you keep moving. That's all. You don't want to say that to the wrong person.
And also, if you said that to everybody, you'd be exhausted by the end of your walk.
Kind of rude to stand in the middle of the sidewalk, just so you know.
You know how many times?
It's just even in LA, like people are terrible walkers. They take up the whole space. They go very slow. No spatial awareness. In fact, usually this guy was pushing a stroller. I will say, by and large, the people who are the worst walkers are the ones with kids.
Yeah,
and hands down, they don't pay attention to anybody.
Now, when I go, when I was getting ready to do this, I moved myself all the way to the side. The building that I was next to, it was an apartment building, and the apartment they had this basement or floor level apartment with these windows that were wide open, and they have like a couple of cats that are in the window. And so I noticed, I don't want to stand in front of their apartment and do this. So I walked up and to the side and started doing my filming. And I looked behind me, and there was absolutely nobody for blocks. So he must have just snuck up on me or around the corner or something, because it was like 2 or 3 blocks and nobody was on the sidewalk. And then suddenly, and then I watched the thing, and I sent the unedited video to you. And then the screen cap of him and his toddler daughter looking back at me in judgment. That was the freaking best.
Kind of rude to stand in the middle of the sidewalk, just so you know.
And I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm normally way more spatially aware. So if I was blocking the sidewalk, that's on me. But I didn't like being talked to that way. And if it happens to me, it happens to me 1,000 times on the sidewalk. You know what I do? I say nothing. I just keep moving.
Did you say anything back to that guy?
No, I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Because he was with his daughter, and he obviously had a stroller too, so he had another baby or whatever in there. But I did hear this. I listened to it back, and you can faintly hear him in the distance saying, "Excuse me," and then he says, "Excuse me," as he gets a little closer.
Excuse us.
There's one. Excuse us.
Excuse us.
Excuse us. But I didn't hear that in real life. I didn't hear.
Excuse us.
Excuse us. But But I will say, like, if this was me and he was blocking the road, I would literally just walk around him and never say a effing thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this guy made a big deal out of it, and I don't know. And plus, there's a lot of red flags with this guy. I think, where's the mom on Mother's Day? He's hanging out with the toddler by himself.
I think this is one of those situations where the dad was like, hey, I'll take the kids out. You just have your day. Here's your... like that.
I'm not even convinced that was his baby, to be completely honest.
You don't even think it might not be his kid.
It might not even be his baby. What if, What if he stole that baby, then he decided to scold you?
And so I was like, maybe I should post this. And I'm like, well, no, the kid's face is on there. And then I found a way to blur the kid's face. So, but then as I look closer, because I was going to put it on the Mood Killers account.
Yeah.
But then as I look closer, the guy in the middle of the street looks like he doesn't have his legs, and that's why he's in the scooter. And I'm like, this is a lot. Like there's a lot
going on. But still, why is that guy, by the way, this guy on the sidewalk distracted from the fact that this guy is riding a motorcycle or a motorized scooter in the middle of the road? Like, what's going on there?
Like, why?
We didn't even have time to get to the bottom of that because you were interrupted.
Yeah, I was kind of curious. Like, I was thinking, well, poor guy, after I started watching him, like, he doesn't have legs. He gets around on this scooter, and the sidewalk that I was on was pretty narrow. So that's probably why he chose the street, because it was just easier than getting up and down. Because a lot of times these streets the sidewalks don't have little ramps. So
you know why that guy was in the street? I just put this together. It's because the guy with the stroller shamed him off of the sidewalk.
That's what it was. Yeah,
that's what it was.
He was like going by, and the guy's engine wasn't working or his battery was dead. And he's like,
kind of rude to stand in the middle of the sidewalk, just so you know.
Right. It's kind of rude to not have legs.
Yeah. He can't stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
then the thing's like, okay, fine. I'm sorry. I'll ride this in the street. I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, because
you and your baby can get by.
Because I thought about this, and I'm in a relatively safe neighborhood, but it's still downtown Chicago. And I don't know if this guy lives near me or what. I've never seen him before. But I would never in a million years say one thing to anybody on the streets of Chicago. Not that it's dangerous. It's just I wouldn't do it on the streets of Portland. I wouldn't do it in the streets anywhere. I'm just not I'm not looking for confrontation. That guy had the confidence and the security enough to feel like he was safe. So I wasn't that big of a problem. I was just an irritation in his day. And maybe things aren't great at home. Maybe he's dealing with, but here's what I noticed. Behind him, right after, if you watch the video that I sent you, it has you see there's 3 or 4 people that seem to be able to just get around me no problem. With him, too. Like, he's in the way then because he's complaining about me, and he's just mad because he's got a stroller. The other people just walked right around me, no problem. So,
jeez.
I don't even know if I was even I was feeling bad because I'm like, well, I normally am very spatially aware, and I'm normally one of those people that people walk slow or they're holding hands in the middle of a sidewalk, and I kind of, I'll just step out and step onto the street and step around them. But they're so unaware. And I'm like, well, yeah, this is an instant where I was not as spatially aware as I normally am. But I think, check my record, I'm pretty good. But no, there's no record that anybody can see, I just know myself. But
I mean, I would imagine, you've been in Chicago a long time, so you understand the flow of the sidewalk.
Oh,
and you're used to being in a big city, and same here, I walk quickly and with purpose.
Absolutely.
Fast with purpose. Because it's rude to be doing, anything other than that. But also you kind of look like a tourist, I'm sure. How does he know that you're not in Chicago for the first time? You're a visitor. And what if you're seeing this architecture you really like, or you're just taking a photo? Yeah. Is that how he wants to treat tourists? I mean,
maybe that's what
Chicago needs tourism money.
Maybe that's why he was mad, because he thought I was a tourist. Because I saw my first guy in the middle.
Maybe he did
he's probably
think
looking
you
at
were a tourist.
He's probably looking at the guy like, oh yeah, that happens every day. That's Frank, we know Frank. He's every Wednesday. He's out here on his scooter. He's got to get his grocery.
Well, what if you were a tourist and then you told all the other tourists to never come to Chicago, and then his favorite restaurant closes because they can't stay open anymore?
That's right.
There's a lot of damage.
Ask Mood Killers.
Moodkillers@AOL.com. That's the email address. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but
hey everybody, 722.
Hey everybody, it's Imus in the morning.
By the way, if you're listening and you're like, who is Imus? He's a DJ who died, unfortunately, of a lot of bad things.
Yeah, he wore a cowboy hat on the radio, and he chewed gum while on the air.
I never understood, like, why did he suddenly become a cowboy?
Yeah, I don't know. He went to a ranch, became a cowboy, even though he was in New York City for his career. Eventually,
his entire career, he was a New York City DJ, and then suddenly he bought a ranch somewhere in Arizona or something, or New Mexico. I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah, he had a ranch. Who knows?
And then and he was kind of a hateful old man. And,
he was a hateful young man, too. He was kind of a... the stories that Howard Stern says and tells on his show, because they worked at WNBC at the same time, just a lot of craziness, kookiness went on with that guy. He was like an eccentric guy. He would show up late and inebriated, according to some people.
Yeah, and he would have like weird characters. And then the thing he would do that a lot of people, when they do an impression of him, he would say the time, and then there would be a duck quack. Like he'd go, 7:22, Imus in the morning, whack, whack. And every time he did it, the duck would quack. Yeah. It was really weird.
But that was genius radio at the time. Everybody thought that he was like the number one disc jockey in New York. Everybody loved him.
I know.
So weird.
Like, it was so bad, too. And
I never got him.
I don't think he was ever, like, he was only not syndicated for like 5 minutes, and the rest of his life, it was like, oh yeah, every station you turned into, every AM station or whatever, had Imus in the morning. And then he was on MSNBC live for a while. I think it was
like Fox Business or something.
And then he had his giant cowboy hat on live TV every day.
And his producer used to work at Adobe. He had a show here, Guns.
What?
His producer. You didn't know that? Yeah. Guns was Imus's
that's
producer.
right. So you even know probably more than the average person, because Guns worked there, and you talked to him quite a bit. So you probably have some stories behind the scenes. But I never, and they never changed that. Every time he would do like 7:22, whack whack, Imus in the morning,
whack, whack.
Like ugh,
whack whack. Yeah, it's so
sorry,
stupid.
I got sidetracked. We didn't even answer a question for Ask Mood Killers.
No, yeah, it's all right. Yeah, well, I guess it warrants hitting this again.
Ask Mood Killers.
Whack, whack.
Yeah, if you have questions, we're here to help you out. Email us, moodkillers@AOL.com. Mood Killers, my roommate uses my expensive skincare products, the ones with gold flakes, without asking, and then tries to gaslight me when I confront her. How do I stop her without resorting to petty sabotage?
What are you, a millionaire? You've got gold flakes in your... Like, who can afford that this day and age? Most people can't afford health care, let alone gold flakes in your skincare routine.
What is this gold flakes? What do those do for your complexion, I wonder?
Is that a line of CeraVe? Which one is that?
Gold flakes. I've never heard of that. Well, if they have gold flakes, why don't you replace it with like some glitter glue, and then your roommate
what you do. You sabotage them that way. You put like, you put some kind of a, like, I don't know, like yogurt in there. You'd put a dollop of yogurt, mix it in, and then they're putting yogurt and glitter glue on their face. Yeah. There you go. Problem solved.
Yes. Good luck with that one. Next question, Mood Killers. I'm dating a guy.
Maybe we should have a duck in between every one. Like every time the problem's been solved, whack, whack. That's brilliant radio.
It's brilliant. Mood Killers. I'm dating a guy who posts constant gym selfies and refers to his biceps as, quote, the twins. Should I tell him that his entire personality is exhausting, or just ghost him after leg day.
If there is a leg day, most of those guys skip.
They usually do. Chicken legs.
I don't understand gym selfies. I've never understood it. Like I don't need to see that process. I appreciate people that, that have a dedication. Sometimes I think they put it on there more for themselves so they can hold themselves accountable. But
some people are just narcissists. I think anybody that's going to be posting constant gym selfies, they're more in love with themselves than they are you in this relationship. So if you're okay with being the second banana in this relationship, then maybe you have an avoidant attachment style and this kind of thing works for you. But if you need the attention of somebody who wants the constant personal one-on-one elevated attention, you're probably not going to get it from this individual.
Yeah, people always think that social media is so important. And I look at it like, for certain things it is. Like, we have Adobe Radio social media, and it's great because we're an online radio station. We need stuff like that.
Everything we do is fantastic.
Yes. And so, I love our team that's involved in that and, all the videos and stuff. But for me personally, I just don't want to do it anymore. Like I enjoy it on occasion, and a lot of times it enrages me, whatever. Mm-hmm. But it just doesn't. For a long time I've been. What am I doing? Posting different videos to an Instagram story for what? Sorry,
I know. I'm not going to do it personally. Well, I quit social media probably like 5 or 6 years ago, maybe even longer at this point.
Yeah.
I don't want to work. Like, I want to be entertained. I'm happy to support creators and follow them.
Absolutely.
Comment. By the way, I did send you this screen cap, but I was on TikTok and the great actor Steve Guttenberg from the Police Academy movies. I don't know if you follow him on social media, but I somehow I do. Yeah. And he's always posting motivational speeches, basically.
You love him. Steve Guttenberg.
Yeah, I do. I think he actually seems like a really nice guy, and nobody follows him. Like, he has just a few followers. Huh. Well, you'd think he'd have more. Let's just say that. And he'll post videos. Like, he posted this video, speaking of being in the gym. He posted a video of him in the gym, and he's like, "Hi, guys. I just got to the gym, and, I got here, and I decided I'm only going to stay here for 5 minutes. But sometimes just showing up and doing a little bit is just as good as doing the whole thing. And don't be down on yourself."
That's right.
Like, he has messages like that. I like his messages. So I commented, and I was like, "Great message, Steve. Thank you for all the positivity you bring out in the world." And then he left me this paragraph-long response.
What?
He's like, "Oh, thank you so much. I was looking through your profile, and you seem like a genuine person. I'd love to learn more about you."
Are you sure it's Steve Guttenberg? Because what if it's not him? Like, because you said already, you're like, not a lot of people follow him. Maybe it's a repost account,
Well, that's what I thought. I was like, okay, this must be a bot or AI. But then I looked it up, and it has the same handle on TikTok as it does Instagram.
Wow.
And his Instagram has more followers, but on TikTok, he doesn't have as much of a following.
I think it's time to start talking to him about doing a show on Adobe.
I know. Well, the actor Steve Guttenberg wants to learn more about me. I feel special. And he is also asking for money, too.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. That may not be him.
I forgot to add that.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm looking at it. It says Steve Glutenberg. Wrong guy.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I guess I'll try to reverse that Venmo if I can.
Okay, hold on a second, Eddie. We were just done recording that segment.
Yeah.
And as we finished, you discovered something. Could you please tell both of our listeners?
So I went back to my email, and I found the email notification saying that Steve Guttenberg left you a comment. And then I clicked on view comment, and now Steve Guttenberg's profile is Johnny Depp.
So wait, is it really Johnny Depp?
It must be. Maybe Johnny Depp was pretending to be Steve Guttenberg. That's
because a lot of people
Johnny Depp wants to know about me, not Steve Guttenberg.
Yes.
We have to make that correction.
Exactly. We just wanted to make sure everybody knew. I just needed everybody to understand. Sometimes these things can be confusing in social media. You never know who's messaging you. So be careful.
Johnny Depp's also in trouble and he needs $1,000. So I'm going to help him out with that now.
Well, Eddie, we love scrolling. We doing less scrolling these days. But like there's a new app called Instance from Instagram.
Well, it's not a new app, I guess. It's a new feature within Instagram, right?
Well, I downloaded the app.
Oh, it's an actual app.
I wonder if maybe I'm on the wrong app. Maybe I did the thing like you did with Steve Glutenberg, and I've downloaded Johnny Depp instead. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. But
Let me see. I'm going to search the App Store.
But there's no audio or anything on it, so it's kind of like It's kind of like there was another app recently that was basically the same thing, and you could only post like no edited photos, you know. So I posted a couple pictures of my cats, and then I get messages on Instagram. Is this your cat? No. It's what do you mean? Is it my cat? Yes. So anyway, it's weird. Like you can post something on Instagram story and nobody will respond, but then you post something on this new app and suddenly like you're the most popular kid in school. I don't understand.
Yeah, as of right now, when we're doing this show, this has hardly any downloads. I think we're on the cutting edge here.
Yeah. I mean, everyone that's on there is like way into it because there's like 5 people on it.
Interesting.
But I do have some audio that I've gathered from various sources, Eddie, TikTok, Instagram. And here's one from the other day. It was a press conference that everybody's talking about where the president is falling asleep and Dr. Oz was left to just lead the meeting. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, go ahead. So let me speak a little bit about the reality that 1 in 3 Americans are underbabied. What does underbabied mean? That means that you either don't have any children or you have less children than you would normally want to have. And to Katie's point, we have a crisis that's causing our fertility rate to drop below 1.5. The replacement rate is 2.1. So we're way below what we need just to replace the people that we have in America.
Replace?
Mommy.
Yeah. Where's mommy?
Yeah. That's very creepy the way he's speaking about human beings, replacing them. Underbabied, replace. What are you? It's like an android or something. He's not a human being.
It's
nobody
like,
talks like that.
All they're doing is saying that if we don't keep making babies, there's no way the billionaire class can survive because they've got to have another person that's underpaid to work in whatever place to keep them in power. And that's it. That really is it. So
yeah,
Eddie, I am proud to be underbabied.
Yeah, me too.
Now here's something that's kind of good and bad. I like this, and it's about it's highlighted on Good Morning America about a school that I once went to.
Robin Ferris Bueller would like this one. It's a growing trend in school districts across the country. Arizona now the latest state where some schools are adopting a 4-day week instead of 5. So, for example, one high school in Tucson says its school day next year will run longer on Mondays through Thursdays. On Friday, there won't be any class. The school says that students can get one-on-one help on Fridays or use the day to get a part-time job, catch up on family responsibilities. There are now more than 2,000 schools in 26 states that are on a similar 4-day schedule. Most of the time, this is in rural communities. The idea here is that schools can save on operating costs, they can boost attendance, and help reduce teacher burnout. The schedule gives teachers an extra day to catch up and to plan ahead. But there are downsides. Families are left with one extra day of childcare to figure out, and the academic results are mixed. Studies show that students on these 4-day schedules miss out on between 2 to 7 weeks of instruction per year. And one elementary school in Phoenix that had actually made the switch to 4 days is now going back to 5 in the fall, citing lower test scores, guys.
Interesting.
I know, it really is.
Oh.
Well, I think it's a good idea. And I remember in school, there were a lot of filler days. Like the teacher would do movie day.
Yeah.
Or they throw on Bill Nye the Science Guy because they wanted to grade papers. So I think if you're eliminating those days, and you're being more effective with the time that you have.
But why is it always like when they replace a day, it's like, we got to do it longer the rest of the week. Like, why? Like, then you're just not giving us a day. You're making us make up for it. Like,
also, I love in that they like said, oh, the students get an extra day, but the teachers have another day to go to work and plan. So, in other words, the teachers still have to work 5 days.
Yeah. Yeah. So so who are they saving money with? I don't get. And the other thing is like, anytime somebody says you have to work extra hard to have a day off, then you don't get a day off. It's not. So I don't know. Here's something that everybody is talking about. Probably one of the reasons people are underbabied, Eddie.
I feel like the reason all these artists are canceling their tours, Meghan Trainor, Post Malone, etc., it's not because their music sucks. People will watch anything. It's the same reason why movie theaters are dying. It's the same reason why no one's having any kids. It's the same reason why no one will ever have a house. And it's because no one has any money. Did we just forget that? Why is there always some think piece about, oh, why doesn't Gen Z want to do this? Why is Gen Z killing this industry? People want to have lives. They just can't because they don't have any money. You think we want to live like this? You think we want to own nothing and all we have is maybe a little subscription here and there and eat like No! That's all we can do! You just strangle us our whole lives and you're like, why aren't you breathing? Why don't you want to breathe? What? You're doing this! You're charging more and more for everything, but you're not paying more! This whole country is just a couple greedy billionaires going, give me more! But it's not enough, because it'll never be enough! They want you to love them, too. Oh, look, I'm at the Met Gala. Aren't I cool? You're the reason that we're in this. You're the reason that we can't go to concerts, and we can't go out, and we can't start a family, and we can't own a home. But thank God that we get to see you in a dress and your bald-ass head on the red carpet. So excuse me for not paying $300 to go see Meghan Trainor. I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure she's a great performer. But I'm not going to see it because I can't! And I don't want to.
Yes.
It's
Thank
so
you
true,
so
though.
much.
His sentiment, the way he said it, couldn't have been more perfect. Everything about that. 100%.
Yes. Absolutely. And I like that Gen Z's waking up to this because this has been going on for a long time. It's not right or left. It's really class warfare. And I think, because millennials or not, Gen Z are a big reason why we're in this mess right now based on their voting patterns, apparently. So I'm glad that they're kind of waking up and seeing what's going on.
Do you think how long is it before being a billionaire is going to be illegal? Will it ever be?
Well, it's going to be illegal, so they'll have trillionaires.
Right. You'll
instead.
have to have.
Elon Musk is on track to be a trillionaire in 2027, which is so effing disgusting, and it should be illegal. It really should be illegal.
Here's a guy to calm things down, Eddie. Just his voice. He's plugging some business that he has, but his demeanor is both calm and creepy.
Sometimes you can feel that something is not right, even if you cannot fully put your finger on it. You may feel stuck, heavy, or unlike yourself. I help people clear the deeper patterns that are in the way so they can feel more peaceful, more energized, and more lined up with their true self. Real healing and real change happens. If that speaks to you, visit lawrencebrock.com.
Well, okay.
All right.
Sold.
Well, all right.
I guess I have no choice.
lawrencebrock.com. Here I come.
His voice is very hypnotizing in a way, like, if you do not do this, I will come to your house and stare through your windows while you're eating a taco shirtless over the sink. You do not want that.
Right.
Here's something. I think this is an older audio clip, but I like this. Josh Gad and Jennifer Lewis on a set, and Josh Gad is doing his best Jennifer Lewis impression.
We're on the set of The Wedding Ringer.
So that's Jennifer Lewis to start out.
We're on the set of The Wedding Ringer with Josh. I don't think so. We're on the set of The Wedding Ringer with Jennifer. You know, this is a stupid mother right here. Are you seeing the same stupid mother to my right? No, I don't know what this white boy think he is, because nobody call me no stupid mother. I don't even understand what this mother is talking about, because two mother standing in the same place at the same time, paradoxical. Oh, I see, so you gonna call me a... Let me tell you something. You know what? I don't even want to hear the word again. If I hear it, I'm gonna unleash some titties all over your face. Here, tell me something. This motherfucker called me a... I'm Jennifer Lewis. I've done 63 films films, 259 television shows, and 4 Broadway shows. Don't f with me. This motherfucker, me a motherfucker, let me tell this motherfucker something. I've done 4 movies, 1 show, and I watch a lot of TV. Fuck this. Mother.
That's hilarious. I lost track of who was who.
I know.
That's
it's
amazing.
So good.
That reminds me of Glenn Howerton from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He did an impression of CCH Pounder from The Shield.
Yeah.
Did you hear this?
No.
Yeah, here's Glenn Howerton from It's Always Sunny doing an impression of CCH Pounder, and you'll hear the real person and then him in this clip here. Go ahead and play it, Fred. First, it's Glenn Howerton.
You have us running for the DA.
What other errands do you have us running for the DA?
Then it was
What other errands do you have us running for the DA?
That's Glenn Howerton from It's Always Sunny.
What other errands do you have us running for the DA?
And that was CCH Pounder from The Shield.
Oh, and she's also on ER, and she's also on Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
What other errands do you have us running for the DA?
What other errands do you have us running for the DA?
What other...
It sounds exactly like her. I love really good impressions, especially like that, where they're side by side. You know?
Well, they asked CCH Pounder what she thought of that, and apparently she hated it. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
She doesn't like being, she thinks she was being goofed on?
I guess she doesn't have a sense of humor around that. Some people don't.
Well, Eddie, we all need it. Before we go, here it is, your dollop of joy.
I'm in love with this sentence. Just because you could be doing more doesn't mean you aren't doing enough, my friend. I love you.
Sometimes you can feel that something is not right, even if you cannot fully put your finger on it.
Whack, whack.
Give it up for Adobe, everybody.